Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we have got a 1 versus 1 on Fata Morga. Playing on the northern side as the Sisters of Battle, we've got Futomaki. And playing on the southern side as the Dark Eldar, we've got Poisson River. Poisson will be opening up with double Mandrakes, a Dark Foundry, and a Plasma Generator. Whereas Futomaki is going to go for double missionaries, a Adeptus Sororitas Convent, and a Pristine Sanctuary for what I assume is going to be the Seraphim opening. So very common against the Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar are really going to struggle in the early game, considering how quick and nimble those ladies are. But if they can hold on to Tier 2, they should be right as rain. Now, I do apologise. I did say earlier on this week that I was going to finish off the Group A games later on. Sometime it was meant to be yesterday and then finishing off today. However, I have been socialising a little bit this week. So my usual schedule has been blown out the back door. It's all back to front here. So I will definitely get those games done for the weekend. So hold your horses, young man and or young woman. And we'll get that. We'll get that together, won't we? We'll get that together. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Double Seraphins. That Pristine Sanctuary has been said goodbye to. And we have got the Ecclesiastical Servitors building up their usual gubbins on their nearest and dearest. Here comes some Mandrakes. They are ready to bump and ground with anyone nearby. Seraphins already out. Will they see each other though? No, they won't. Haha. On the cover of night, the Mandrakes come out and ready to smack down Pope John. Is that... That's... No, I ask this question every single time. I ask this question every single time. And every single time someone tells me who it is. It's a Polish joke. And I don't know it, even though you've been telling me every single time. But Torch Slave, primary target for the Seraphins. Kill the builders, decap the things. And I mean, this will still be built up anyway, regardless of whether Torch Slave is there or not, such as the efficiency of the Dark Eldar. And they've not got really anything to decap now, so, well, could potentially decap this place over here. But the Dark Eldar, without their Torch Slave, will not be able to build up anything. So may as well hang around on this neck of the woods and prevent the Dark Eldar from building anything up. Mandrakes have caught these guys out there. And the Mandrakes over here have been chased away by the second squad of Seraphins. So both Seraphins on the Dark Eldar side of things. Torch Slave managing to sneak out. I'm going to poke these towers of loathing up. Seraphins are going to attempt to maybe... Oh no, never mind. They thought they were going to see if they can hunt him down. But not today. First Reaver jet bike of the day out. So we'll be seeing a fair few of those knocking around, I reckon. A good amount of them. Although we'll take maybe about 3 or 4 to be able to really scare away these Seraphins. Are going to reinforce themselves to maximum number. I've also got 1 single plasma generator, as these girls do cost a little bit of green money, which is unusual for a tier 1 unit. One lady being stabbed to death as the souls are being harvested. Not a single scrap of lady being wasted here, but the Torch Slave does go down, so another one will have to be built up, and that is what, about 80 blue per Torch Slave, so not the best trade in the world. Double Reaver jetbacks now out. The one thing as well, when these ladies get into tier 2, if they have got their faith on the go, we'll be able to get that angelic visage, which means that they will be able to melt their way through the Reaver jetbikes in short bursts. Population has been forced to need a tortured slave chamber, or just a regular slave chamber, assuming that they've already been tortured anyway. Not much room to manoeuvre in that chamber, is there? Very cramped conditions do the slaves of the Dark Eldar live in, which is non-surprising, really. They're going to focus, see if they can take on the slave chamber before it's built up, but maybe not. Maybe that's not on the cards for them, especially when they've now been surrounded by, well, not surrounded, but they've been backdoored by the Mandrakes with the poison blades. And yeah, every second that's spent here now is probably a waste of time for them. Although, mind you, there we go. 1 relic that they can deny, at the very least. So good stuff all around. Maybe get a cap on that. They could pop a listing post on there. That'll certainly ruin the Dark Eldar's day, but no, that is too much of a commitment for them. So they will flee. Got a missionary who looks surprisingly a lot like the actual banner himself, actually. Maybe that's what it's all about. Mandrake being killed. So squad wipe for the Sisters. We're losing a fair bit of ladies going on there. Approaching tier 2 money there. So that's good for them. And still more Reaver jetbikes on the way out. Plasma generator. Oh, so they cancelled that. And now we're going to build up a plasma generator instead. So not really going to go for any more Reaver jetbikes at the moment. Plasma generator has been taken down there. Just a relentless assault, man. I thought that they were done for, but actually, they're sticking around. Interesting that this Tower of Loathing over here has been upgraded with some shooting bits and not this one. It is in the process of being upgraded. That one's been cancelled. Slave chamber being rebuilt over here. Torture slave soon to be taken down. Although never mind, they've been bothered by these Reaver jet bikes. We're struggling to maneuver around these short, narrow corridors. Mandrakes over here trying to capture this relic once again. Sisters will come over, probably deny them that place as well. Tier 2 on the way for you at the moment. Mr. Futomaki? No, not quite. You potentially have the money for it though, but then again, if you do invest in it, then you do also reduce the capacity of you being able to reinforce your ladies. Slave chamber has been finished by the looks of things. Oh no, it hasn't. No, it's still in the process of being finished. Torture slave, look at this guy. He's just not scared at all, is he? Current economy is on 92 and 10 compared to 86 and 0. Dark Eldar really struggling here. Gonna go for that decap. Taking a lot of damage actually. Losing a fair few models. Every model they could take on is a blessing in disguise. Gone for a Hellion squad as well. Just if anything to bolster their numbers. Provide some sort of threat against these sisters. Gonna go for a gruesome display add-on to reduce the morale of the Seraphins. Tower of Loathing has been upgraded as well. Another torch slave down. That's what's that? 4 torch slaves so far? Big blast. Morale taking a hit, but not a major hit. But surely this assembly of troops is enough to beat back the Seraphins for once and for all. These poor mandrakes, minding their own business, will be shot at as the Seraphins go past them. But doubt they'll be knocking around. Oh, never mind, they will be knocking around. Going to keep these guys off. Aliens on the heels of these Seraphins. Chasing around as best they can. Seraphins are just constantly being reinforced here. Dark Eldar got a good amount of blue money at the moment, soon to be in tier 2 money as well. Yeah, Sister Battle now in tier 2. So what's your plan, Futomaki? You don't have the killing blow with these guys, but you might have something up your sleeves. I assume Celestians. That would be my guess if I was a betting man. Transitioning Celestians, upgrade themselves with a couple of multi-melters, take on the Reaver jet bikes. So this is really every single tier that they're in. They've got a natural counter to whatever it is that the Dark Eldar tend to bring out. Angelic Visage on the Seraphins over here. Chasing around these mandrakes. Squad wipe probably on the way for them, in all fairness. Just need to beat them down with the butt of their pistols. And never mind, surviving that squad wipe just narrowly there. Tier 2 on the way for the Dark Eldar. Now, what's the plan for these guys? I imagine it's upgrading the Reaver jetbikes with the targeting modules. Massively increasing their damage. Oh, almost. If they could get one Seraphin squad out, that'd be a huge benefit for them. Here we are, the Celestians going straight away for those melter guns.
3 minutes until taking old victory.
Taking old victory on the way, but the Reaver jetbikes will decap those points. But no matter how hard these Dark Eldar chase the ladies, can't quite get them. Can't quite get them at all. So Reavers will turn their attention over here. Tower of Loathing, been shot down quick as you like. Celestians on the cusp of combat, gonna go for those multi-melters as well. Just watch how quickly these Reaver jetbikes will get popped. Yeah, the Celestians know a thing or two about destroying buildings or vehicles even. So all jetbike production has now stopped. They've got one lonely one left. What they're going to go for instead, they're going to go for a counter-attack over onto this side. Seraphids won't allow it. They'll do what they can to cease this nonsense. Angelic Visage being activated. Aliens engaging close quarters combat. Another squad of Seraphins has came over. And while all this is going on, the Celestians are bashing some buildings down here. Tower of Loathing, no match against the sheer amount of anti-building and vehicular weaponry on those elite ladies. Aliens now going to leapfrog over the Seraphins. See if they can stop these ladies from doing anything. Got a Rack squad. Massive DPS damage. Quite fast as well, but can they actually get into close combat? Not sure if this is the most optimal play to make. We shall certainly see him. Give him a good old college try. He's going to run in. The Poison Blaze. Look at that charge animation. Very quick. We give him a good spanking. A good flanking. And they run away in terror and fear from the spinny wrist blades of the racks. Angelic Visage again. A constant application and reapplication. Does affect everyone nearby them as well. It's a huge damage increase as well. The moment the chase stops, they turn straight back over. A delicate dance is a 1v1 Dark Eldar versus Sisters of Battle. Got a Hall of Blood on the go. Now, if they can get an Archon out and get his stun ability, maybe get a couple of Incubi in there as well to increase the duration of that stun, will certainly help him a lot in cornering these girls down. If they get one squad wipe, that would seriously affect the amount of time that they can have the Angelic Visage up. Or at least take care of the Celestians, so their buildings and vehicles can be less in threat, or threatened. Vrax's models losing 3 in quick succession there. There's the Seraphins, all quite low on health at the moment, but they're doing totally fine, all things considered. Current economies are 80 and 40 compared to 86 and 20. Power weapons on the way, as well as a proof field, logistics, and another Celestian squad. So just gradually wearing down the Dark Eldar here. Not committing to anything too serious, just grabbing a few Towers of Loathing here and there. They don't need to commit too hard. Relic over on the right hand side, yet to have a listing person built on there, but will do it, just as Sisters realise. Inferno pistols on these, what are you called, your veteran superiors. It's got some witches in here as well, fair increase in the movement speed of anyone nearby with their combat stimulants. The Celestials being chased away over here. Seraphins jumping straight into the middle of everything, actually. Taking out another torture slave. That's number 5, I do believe. And the Witch Cult Arena, the next target. Double melter bombs. Huge amount of damage. Witches will attempt to sort them out. Some girl on girl action here. But the Witch Cult Arena, it has been taken down. Over on this side, we are seeing the racks just continuously. No giving up, no surrendering. And these listing posts have yet to be upgraded. We'll upgrade the central one over here. But the Celestians are defenseless. Without the support of the Celestian, well, without the support of the Seraphim, sorry. Yeah, they're a bit knackered. Got another Celestian squad over here. They've been automatically upgraded with some melter guns and multi-melter, so might reduce their overall damage against the Vrax. A squad wipe, potentially? No, never mind. Oh, no, they did. Their poison gradually taking them on. Seraphim's now jumping back home. And yeah, there we go. Dark Eldar saving themselves once again. Vrax attempting to retreat. Being constantly hounded by 18 Seraphins in total. Not a pretty situation for them. Hekatari Witch squads coming around the flanks. Maybe they can get a good sister sandwich on the go. So I'm loving adding its splinter rifles to the fire. There we go, more combat stimulants. That's one problem with this build, is that both focusing on melee, normally for Dark Eldar, amazing stuff. But can't quite keep up with them. Archon now out. Well, he's got no friends, got some friends incoming there. Also got Homunculus in here as well. If he can get his torture ramp up, that will slow down nearby units. Be incredibly useful for these girls, or these guys on the southern side. This person has been upgraded. These guys are going to fall back in quick succession. Celestia's been stunned. Reaver jetback now out. That's interesting. See one of these coming back such a late stage of the game. But the damage has been upgraded. Although you're a bit brave, Reaver jetbike, save yourself for the Seraphins. That's what you want. Seraphins overstretching themselves a little bit, I reckon. But Melter Bomb has taken care of that Reaver jetbike. The Seraphins' numbers are still remarkably strong. No matter how many stabby bits you got, you can't stab thin air. Where were you going, Mr. Raxman? Going back and forth? Managed to get one lady. Not much going for him at the moment. Got some Celestians coming over on this side. We'll be taking care of probably a lot of this stuff very quickly. Which is jumping to the fray. Not giving up. Chase of a lifetime. Torture Bomb going on there, but not quite where he wanted them to. Slowing down a little bit, but not enough for the melee units to get involved. Now, it would have made sense maybe for a Witch Squad and a couple of Dark Reapers. Not Dark Reapers, Scourges. Then again, Scourges are quite fragile. On the surface, can just jump over and kill them. The Archon, he's got an extra boy compared to the usual 2 that he has. So stuns should have a much longer stunning time. Every time they seem to get them in a corner, the Sevens just jump straight back over. Which is getting some tridents deep into the flanks. The Seraphins, Celestians, double Celestians now actually, taking care of everything over here. And it's not a good situation at all. Dark Eldar are going to try and recuperate the losses by just doing a bit of base trading themselves. But even if they kill all of the Sisters' economy buildings, they've already got the army up and running. They've got maneuverability, so not really losing many models neither. We've a job by getting those decaps on the critical locations. Rax just bounding on back home. And it's been a very solid defense by the Dark Eldar. Make no mistake, it's a very, well, it's an extremely hard matchup for these guys. Every single step of the journey, you've got a really strong sister counter to whatever it is you want to go for. Go Reaver jet bikes, get Celestians. You go Warriors, you've got Seraphins. You bloomin' also got the Exorcist tank as well to wipe out any infantry mass you've got going on. Only in tier 3 really do the Dark Eldar start getting some really nifty toys the Sisters don't have an immediate counter for. But just under 20 minutes, Poisson Riviere throws out the GG, and yeah, my goodness, my gracious, that was constant combat all the way through. Massive respect to the Dark Eldar player here for staying alive for as long as he did. That was pretty much over the moment that the Celestians came out and wiped out all those, what's we call them, those Reaver jetbacks earlier on in the game. But hey ho, massive props all the same. Thank you very much, Futomaki, for sending in the game to the Discord. If you would like to sending you our games. There is the link to the Discord in the description below. There's also Patreon. For £1 a month, you're able to get one extra game a week. How cool is that? Anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.